Hi friends, today we discuss about in general Knowledge-1, landforms of the earth. Welcome to our channel Dhaya Reading Point. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for providing more videos. Landforms of the earth. Landforms are the different features that make up the earth's surface. The surface of the earth is not uniform. At some places it rises high, while at other places it is flat. The different features that make up the earth's surface are called landforms. Some of them are major landforms and some are minor. Major landforms of the earth. Major landforms are the most noticeable features on the earth's surface. They make up most of the earth's surface. Mountains, plains and plateaus are the major landforms of the earth. A mountain is a landform that rises prominently above its surroundings, generally exhibiting steep slopes and a relatively confined summit area. Mountains are typically taller and steeper than hills, often defined as being higher than 600 meters, about 2000 feet. They can occur as single peaks or as part of a mountain range. In geography, plains are large, flat areas of land with minimal elevation changes, making them distinct from mountains or plateaus. They are a major landform found on every continent. A plateau is a flat, elevated area of land that rises sharply above the surrounding area on at least one side. It's also sometimes referred to as a high plain or tableland. Plateaus are a major landform found on Earth, alongside mountains, plains, and valleys. Mountains and hills. Mountains and hills are rocky masses of land that rise higher than the surroundings. Mountains have high peaks and very steep slopes. Hills are smaller and lower than mountains. The different iron of mountain and hills. Hills are a natural landform that extends above the surrounding terrain. Mountains are a large natural landform that extends above the surrounding terrain, usually forming peak. Hills are less than 984,1968 feet. Mountains are higher than 1968 feet. Hills are less steep. Mountains are steeper than hills. Hills are comparatively easier to climb. Mountain climbing is harder and more challenging. Mountains usually occur in long rows called mountain ranges. The Himalayas in the North India is the highest mountain range in the world. The Himalayas include the highest mountains in the world, and are known for their soaring heights, steep-sided jagged peaks, valleys, and alpine glaciers, deep river gorges, and a series of elevational belts that display different ecological associations of flora, fauna, and climate. Mount Everest is located on the border between Nepal and the Tibet Autonomous Region of China. Specifically, it lies within the Mahalangur Himal sub-range of the Himalayas. The summit itself straddles the border, with the southern side in Nepal and the northern side in Tibet. Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world, lies in the Himalayas in Nepal. Mount Everest's new height is 8,848.86 meters. Some mountains are formed when two large landmasses push against each other, causing the land between them to rise up in folds. They are called fold mountains. The Himalayas, the Rockies in North America, Rocky Mountains, mountain range forming the caudal backbone of the great upland system that dominates the western North American continent. Generally, the ranges included in the Rockies stretch from northern Alberta and British Columbia southward to New Mexico, a distance of some 3,000 miles, 4,800 kilometers, and the Alps in Europe. The Alps are Europe's highest and most extensive mountain range. Mont Blanc is the highest mountain in the Alps, spanning 3 countries. Its granite ramparts distinguish it from other peaks. Mont Blanc's ranges rose straight from the deep and are still rising, a phenomenon caused by glacial movement, are fold mountains. Some mountains are formed when molten, hot and melted, rock from deep inside the earth rises to the surface, forming a volcano. They are called volcanic mountains. Volcanic mountains are formed by the accumulation of lava, ash, and other materials ejected from volcanic vents. These materials build up over time, creating cone-shaped mountains. Mount Fuji in Japan. Fuji is the tallest peak in Japan, the result of volcanic activity that began approximately 100,000 years ago. Today, Mount Fuji and the surrounding area are a popular recreational destination for hiking, camping and relaxation. And Mount Vesuvius in Italy. Mount Vesuvius is an active volcano in southern Italy. It is famous for an eruption that happened in 79 CE. Thousands of people died when lava, ashes, and mud buried the cities of Pompeii, Herculaneum, and Stabiae. The cities were forgotten until archaeologists began digging up their ruins in the 1700s, are volcanic mountains. Block mountains are formed by the splitting and sliding of large blocks of land. Block mountains, also known as fault block mountains, are formed when large blocks of the Earth's crust are uplifted or subsided due to faulting. These mountains are characterized by their steep slopes and relatively flat tops, with the uplifted blocks being called hosts and the down-dropped blocks being known as grabens. Examples are the Sierra Nevada mountains in the USA. The Sierra Nevada is a mountain range in the western United States, between the Central Valley of California and the Great Basin. The Sierra Nevada foothills are famous for their high concentrations of gold. They are host to around 13,000 gold mines and have yielded more than 4,000 tons of gold from lode, veins of metal ore, and placer, found in gravels and sands deposits. And the Black Forest Mountains in Germany. Ancient Romans found the thick forest here inaccessible and mysterious, so they called it black. Today, Germans and tourists alike are attracted to this most romantic of German regions, filled with hiking opportunities, folk museums, cute hamlets, and no shortage of cuckoo clocks. Plains. Plains are vast areas of flat land. Many plains have rivers flowing across them. The rivers carry sediments from the mountains and leave behind this fertile material on the plains. So, crops grow well here. Plains are, therefore, the most thickly populated areas in the world. The Northern Plains of India. The Northern Plains of India, also known as the Indo-Gangetic Plain, is a vast, fertile area formed by the deposition of sediments from the Himalayan rivers. This region is characterized by its alluvial soil and is one of the most agriculturally productive areas in the world, and the prairies in the USA are some examples. Plateaus. A plateau is a large area of flat land that rises sharply above the surrounding area. The Deccan Plateau in India is one of the oldest plateaus in the world. The Deccan Plateau is a large, elevated region in peninsular India, roughly triangular in shape, and bordered by the western and eastern Ghats. It covers much of southern India, including parts of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. The plateau is characterized by its varied topography, including hills, plateaus, and volcanic formations. The Tibetan Plateau in the Himalayas is the highest plateau in the world. The Tibetan Plateau is known as the highest and largest plateau on Earth. At elevation 3,000–5,000 meters, 10,000–16,000 feet, it is the birthplace of several of the world's major rivers in South Asia and East Asia. The Tibetan Plateau in the Himalayas is known as the roof of the world. The Columbia and the Colorado Plateaus are in the USA. The top of a plateau is flat. So, it is also known as a tableland. Next, discuss about the differentiation of mountains and plateau. Mountains are rocky masses of land that rise higher than the surrounding and they have steep slopes and high peaks. Plateau are the large area of land that is higher than the surrounding and flat at the top. Mountain is a naturally elevated surface of the earth. Plateau is an elevated flat land. Mountain is higher than the surrounding area. Plateau is a flat-topped land that stands above the surrounding area. Mountains have peaks. Plateaus are flattened highlands. Example of mountains are the Himalayas, Alps in Europe, and the Rockies in North America. Example of plateau is the Deccan Plateau in India, the Tibetan Plateau in the Columbia and the Colorado Plateaus are in the USA. Minor landforms of the Earth. There are many minor landforms. They cover much smaller areas on the Earth's surface. Minor landforms are smaller geological features than major ones like mountains or plateaus. Examples include buttes, canyons, valleys, and basins. These features are shaped by processes like erosion and deposition. They may also change over time. Some of the minor landforms of the Earth are valleys, passes, desert landforms, coasts, peninsulas, bays and islands. Valleys. The lowland between hills or mountains is called a valley. Valleys are normally formed by glaciers or rivers wearing away rocks on mountains. A valley is an elongated low area often running between hills or mountains and typically containing a river or stream running from one end to the other. Most valleys are formed by erosion of the land surface by rivers or streams over a very long period. A number of valleys have rivers flowing through them. The Kashmir Valley in India and the Yosemite Valley in California are examples of valleys. Figure shows a valley with a river flowing through it. Passes. Mountains have low, narrow, natural gaps called passes. People cross the mountains through these passes. A mountain pass is a navigable route through a mountain range or over a ridge. Since mountain ranges can present formidable barriers to travel, passes have played a key role in trade, war, and both human and animal migration throughout history. At lower elevations it may be called a hill pass. A mountain pass is typically formed between two volcanic peaks or created by erosion from water or wind. Natula is a pass in the Himalayas that connects India and China. Desert landforms. Deserts are large areas of land that receive very little rainfall. Most deserts are covered by sand, rocks or gravel. Some common landforms found in deserts are sand dunes and mushroom rocks. Sand dunes are small hills of sand. They are formed when winds deposit piles of sand at a place, and sand starts piling up over time. Mushroom rocks are formed when strong winds wear away the base of rocks in the deserts. The Thar Desert in India, the Sahara Desert in North Africa and the Kalahari Desert in South Africa are some of the important deserts of the world. Coasts. A place where land meets the sea is called a coast. Some coasts are wide, sandy and straight. Others are narrow and rocky. A coast, also known as a shore or seaside, is the area where land meets a sea or ocean. Coasts are dynamic environments, constantly shaped by natural forces like waves, tides, and currents, creating diverse landscapes and habitats. These areas play a vital role in supporting ecosystems, economies, and human populations. Many coasts around the world are famous for their beauty and unique characteristics. Some notable examples include Big Sur in California, the Amalfi Coast in Italy, the Algarve Coast in Portugal, and the Na Pali Coast in Hawaii. Other famous coastlines include the Skeleton Coast in Namibia, Lofoten in Norway, and Ha Long Bay in Vietnam. Peninsulas. A landmass which projects into the sea and is surrounded by water on three sides is called a peninsula. The Arabian Peninsula is the largest in the world. The tip of a peninsula is called Cape. It is located in Asia. It is surrounded by the Red Sea, the Arabian Sea, and the Persian Gulf in the west, south and east respectively. The southernmost tip of the Indian peninsula is Kanyakumari or Cape Comorin. The Deccan is a plateau extending over an area of 422,000 square km, 163,000 square miles and occupies the majority of the Indian peninsula. It stretches from the Satpura and Vindhya ranges in the north to the northern fringes of Tamil Nadu in the south. It is bound by the mountain ranges of the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats on the sides, which separate the region from the western and eastern coastal plains respectively. It covers most of the Indian states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana and Andhra Pradesh excluding the coastal regions, and minor portions of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Bays. A bay is a water body running into land and surrounded on three sides by land. A bay is a body of water, such as a sea or lake, that is partially enclosed by land, forming an indentation along a coastline. It's generally larger than a cove but smaller than a gulf. Bays can be found in various locations, including coastlines and even lakes. The Bay of Bengal, the largest bay in the world, is the Bay of Bengal. It covers an area of approximately 839,000 square miles, 2,173,000 square km. The Bay of Bengal is located in the northeastern part of the Indian Ocean. Along the eastern coast of India is an example. Next, discuss about the differentiation of peninsulas and bays. A landmass which projects into the sea and is surrounded by water on three sides is called a peninsula. A bay is a water body running into land and surrounded on three sides by land. The Arabian Peninsula is the largest in the world. The tip of a peninsula is called Cape. The southernmost tip of the Indian peninsula is Kanyakumari or Cape Comorin, the Bay of Bengal. Along the eastern coast of India is an example. Islands. An island is a land mass surrounded on all sides by water. An island is a piece of land, smaller than a continent, that is completely surrounded by water. Islands can be found in oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. They can be formed through various geological processes, including continental drift, volcanic activity, and the accumulation of sediment. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands is a union territory of India comprising 572 islands, of which only 38 are uninhabited. The islands are grouped into two main clusters, The Northern Andaman Islands in the Southern Nicobar Islands, separated by 150 kilometers, 93 miles wide channel. The capital and largest city of the territory, Port Blair, officially Sri Vijayapuram, is located approximately 1,190 kilometers, 740 miles from Chennai and 1,255 kilometers, 780 miles from Kolkata in mainland India. The islands are situated between the Bay of Bengal to the west and the Andaman Sea to the east. The northernmost point is 901 kilometers, 560 miles from the mouth of the Hooghly River. Indira Point, located at 6 degrees 45 minutes 10 seconds north and 93 degrees 49 minutes 36 seconds east on the southern tip of Great Nicobar, is the southernmost point of India. It is in the Bay of Bengal are a group of islands which are a part of India. Sri Lanka is an island that neighbors India to the south. It is an island country in South Asia. It lies in the Indian Ocean, southwest of the Bay of Bengal, separated from the Indian peninsula by the Gulf of Mannar and the Palk Strait. It shares a maritime border with the Maldives in the southwest, India in the northwest, Andaman and the Nicobar Islands in the northwest, and Myanmar through the Bay of Bengal. Greenland is the world's largest island. Greenland is an autonomous territory in the Kingdom of Denmark. It is by far the largest geographically of three constituent parts of the kingdom. The other two are metropolitan Denmark and the Faroe Islands. Rivers, features and landforms. Long streams of water are called rivers. Many rivers start in the mountains from melting snow in glaciers. They have water throughout the year and are called perennial rivers. Most rivers in North India are perennial rivers. The example of perennial rivers are Ganga, Yamuna, Sindhu, Brahmaputra. In South India, rivers are formed by rainwater. They do not have water throughout the year. Such rivers are called seasonal rivers. The example of seasonal rivers are Kaveri, Krishna, Vagai. Next, the differentiation of perennial rivers and seasonal rivers. Many rivers start in the mountains from melting snow in glaciers. The rivers are formed by rainwater. Perennial rivers have water throughout the year and are called perennial rivers. Seasonal rivers do not have water throughout the year. Most rivers in North India are perennial rivers. Most rivers in South India are seasonal rivers. The example of perennial rivers are Ganga, Yamuna, Sindhu, Brahmaputra. The example of seasonal rivers are Kaveri, Krishna, Vagai. Most rivers ultimately flow into the sea. The point where a river starts is its source, and the place where it flows into the sea is its mouth. Along the course of a river, several smaller rivers join the main river. They are called tributaries of the main river. A river carries a lot of fine sediment called silt. Before entering the sea, the river slows down and deposits large quantities of silt at its mouth, leading to the formation of a triangular landform called delta. In the delta, rivers often split up into channels called distributaries. The delta made by the Brahmaputra and the Ganga rivers is the largest in the world. The Nile in Egypt is the longest river in the world. Some other important rivers are the Amazon in South America, the Mississippi in the USA and the Congo in Africa. Words to remember: peninsula, a landmass which projects into the sea and is surrounded by water on three sides. Cape, the tip of a peninsula. Bay, a water body surrounded on three sides by land. Island, a landmass surrounded on all sides by water. Glacier, a large mass of ice that moves slowly over land, especially down the side of a mountain. Tributaries, smaller rivers that join a main river. Distributaries, the channels into which a main river breaks up as it approaches its mouth. Delta, a triangle-shaped landform formed where a river flows into the sea. Hi friends, now we know some quiz. Let us we start. Landforms of Earth. 1. Landforms of Earth are classified into dash, dash. Answer is, landforms of Earth are classified into major landforms, minor landforms. 2. Major landforms are dash, dash, dash. Answer is, major landforms are mountains, plains, plateaus. 3. Minor landforms are dash, 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 dash. Answer is, minor landforms are valleys, passes, deserts, coasts, peninsulas, bays, islands. 4. Landforms that are heavily populated in dash. Answer is, landforms that are heavily populated in plains. 5. Root of the world dash. Answer is, root of the world is the Tibetan Plateau. 6. Group of largest island in India dash. Answer is, group of largest island in India, Andaman and Nicobar Island. 7. The world largest peninsular dash. Answer is, the world largest peninsula, the Arabian Peninsula. 8. Slow moving rivers of ice dash. Answer is, slow moving rivers of ice, perennial rivers. 9. Two famous plateaus in USA dash. Answer is, two famous plateaus in USA, Columbia and Colorado plateaus. 10. Desert lying in South Africa dash. Answer is, desert lying in South Africa, Kalahari Desert. 11. Mountain are dash, masses of land that rise dash, than the surrounding. Answer is, mountain are rocky masses of land that rise higher than the surrounding. 12. Mountain have dash, and dash. Answer is, mountain have high peaks and very steep slopes. 13. Dash, is the highest mountain range in the world. Answer is, the Himalayas is the highest mountain range in the world. 14. Dash, is the highest mountain peak in the world. Answer is, Mount Everest is the highest mountain peak in the world. 15. The large area of land that is higher than the surrounding and flat at the top is called dash. Answer is, the large area of land that is higher than the surrounding and flat at the top is called plateau. 17. Many rivers start in the mountains from melting of snow in glaciers are called dash. Answer is, many rivers start in the mountains from melting of snow in glaciers are called perennial river. 18. Dash, have water throughout the year. Answer is, perennial river have water throughout the year. 19. Dash, is a triangle-shaped landform formed where a river flows into the sea. Answer is, delta is a triangle-shaped landform formed where a river flows into the sea. 20. Dash, is the channels into which a main river breaks up as it approaches its mouth. Answer is, distributaries is the channels into which a main river breaks up as it approaches its mouth. 21. The example of perennial rivers are dash, dash, dash. Answer is, the example of perennial rivers are Ganga, Sindhu, Brahmaputra. 22. In South India rivers are formed by rainwater is called dash. Answer is, in South India rivers are formed by rainwater is called seasonal river. 23. The example of seasonal rivers are dash, dash. Answer is, the example of seasonal rivers are Kaveri, Vagai. 24. A dash, is a water body running into land and surrounded on three sides by land. Answer is, a bay is a water body running into land and surrounded on three sides by land. 25. The example of bay is dash. Answer is, the example of bay is Bay of Bengal. 26. A landmass which projects into a sea and surrounded by three sides is dash. Answer is, a landmass which projects into a sea and surrounded by three sides is peninsulas. 27. Dash, in Egypt is the longest river in the world. Answer is, the Nile in Egypt is the longest river in the world. 28. Dash, in South America is the longest river in the world. Answer is, Amazon in South America is the longest river in the world. 29. Dash, is a large mass of ice that moves slowly overland, especially down the side of a mountain. Answer is, glacier is a large mass of ice that moves slowly overland, especially down the side of a mountain. 30. Dash, is smaller rivers that join a main river. Answer is, tributaries is smaller rivers that join a main river. Do you understand, buddy? Hope you are understood. Please like, share and subscribe our channel, Dhaya Reading Point for more videos. Keep learning guys. Have a nice days buddies. Thank you. Keep